Hey everybody, so you know what? I was not gonna make this video, but it just keep weighing heavy on my heart because this whole Charlie Kirk thing, number one, it should never happen. I don't think a person should be killed because of their views, okay? Um, but for some reason I keep envisioning the slaves, our ancestors, and I'm speaking to Black Americans who stepped foot here on this soil. And the reason why I keep envisioning them and I keep seeing them is because they were given Christianity. Okay? We all know the story. The slaves were stripped of everything. It was given in Christianity. And with that Christianity religion came bondage and persecution. Now, these same people who are descendants of these people who did this, these same people are carrying out the same act. In a sense that Charlie Kirk was killed by a white young man, but however, they want to attack the HBCUs, and it just doesn't make sense. At some point now, to me, this is some form of psychosis. But you see how trauma, I don't even want to use the word trauma, how things is just in your blood to respond a certain way and to act a certain way. And these men and women call themselves men and women of God. So my question is to Black Americans, how do you even follow Christianity at this point? And I'm not saying to deny Jesus and deny God. That is not what I'm saying. I wouldn't dare say that because I still believe that there's a Jesus and I know that there is a God. But how do I want to say this? We also have to understand that there were certain scriptures taken out the Bible here too as well. It's just when it's all said and done, you just have to think to yourself, why were we stripped of everything? Because like I said, Christianity to me is white supremacy. It's all about control. I mean, think about it. They pray to their God and thrive. You pray to, you supposed to be praying to the same God. But a lot of Black Americans are not thriving. You have 101 thousands of churches in the hood, okay? But there's no recovery. There's no struggle there. Even in the Bible, Job, look what Job went through, but he recovered because he was praying to the true God, the right God. I feel like that 400 years that what happened here with that slavery here in the United States on this soil, it was all just a blood sacrifice. We were sacrificed in order for this nation to thrive. And once again, like I said, the divine is giving them a chance to make this right, and they won't. And it's so profound to me because when you have the governor of Utah say that he was, hoping that it wasn't one of them, which he means a European, and he was hoping it was an immigrant. And then here we got our vice president whose wife is an immigrant. And this man says this. Why is this man still in the chair? I mean, if I was J.D. Vance's wife right now, I would be questioning him. Because he's talking about me. I don't care if she is the vice president's wife. He is talking about your wife. And as a matter of fact, he's talking about your children because they're not European either. And when this all collapse, because it will collapse. There's nothing that you could do to save your wife. There's nothing that you could do about it. For me, in this whole situation and what's going on, what I am looking for is for someone of some leadership to come in with a neutral flag. But what I am seeing is co-signing. When you have the flag half-staff, in my opinion, you're telling these so-called men and women who are supposed to be, men and women of God, that them sending death threats and all these hangings that's going on, it's like you're co-signing and saying, okay, you have every right to feel that way. That's why I say at the end of the day, I don't even think this is about Charlie Kirk anymore. I just feel like they took this situation and it's a snowball effect. But also, too, Black people and people who are of other minorities, if this has not woken you up, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. I really don't know what else to say. Because like I said, the people who are sitting in these chairs and who are saying, you know, oh, interracial marriages should be banned. Oh, we was looking for an immigrant. That tells you right there what channel they're on. But yet they can still have these chairs. When other people are making certain comments about what happened, they're getting fired. But why are these people who are sitting in these political chairs allowed to come on national TV and say what they're saying? I'm telling you right now, the divine is giving all of these people a chance to turn this around, because the lid is about to be taken off the pot, y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all. The lid is about to be taken off the pot, and the children that they were supposed to protect, they're not protecting the right people. They're not protecting the right people. But listen, at the end of the day, it's time to really like take the wool off your eyes and look at the situation when it comes down to Christianity. And it's just sad to say, you know, you go and you sit in a church, or you may be sitting in a church next to white people, and they may have these views. Look at you like, oh, no. Yeah, I'm a man and woman of God, but guess what? You are a slave. Like, you're not equal to me. And that's fine. That's okay. But as far as me subscribing to Christianity, no. I'll subscribe to God. I'll subscribe to Jesus. But the way this is done, what's going on? No. It's a no. It's a no for me. Once again, it's really just common sense. They hate you that much. How in the world could you be in the same heaven? Just think about that. They made sure that the Africans that came here on the United States soil don't know nothing. Think about that. Why? Why are we the only race of people who we know really nothing? Like, we're not connected. We don't even know our native tongue. We don't even know our name. Like, why is that? Why is the focus so on us? To where, what's that college? Was it Harvard? Where they had the slave skulls and they were studying the skulls? Why are you studying the skulls for? Think about that. Why would you spend all that money in studying the skulls of slaves? What are you looking for? Think about that for a minute. That's the same thing. Isn't that the same thing they do to these extraterrestrials that they claim that they capture and they studying them? Why are you not studying white people like that? Why are you not taking them same ancestors from back in the day? You know, your white ancestors. Why are you not studying their skulls, but you're studying our skulls? Do y'all get what I'm saying here? You're not studying an Asian skull. You're not studying a Hispanic skull, but you're studying black people's skulls. Why? Think. And for those of you who know, you know. But peace, love, and hair grease, y'all. That's all I have to say about that. And stay protected and prayed up. Bye.